Hello everybody, my name is Doomfish, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how you can make a fully AFK crop farm in Minecraft. So if we take a look at this thing, it will produce carrots, or beetroots, or potatoes, or wheat, basically all of the things that you might have trouble automatically farming yourself, and it does this by using a villager, who will pick the crops, and the excess will get picked up by this hopper, which gets deposited into this chest, like so. And we haven't had this running for more than an hour, probably closer to like 30 or 20 minutes. We've already got 2 stacks of carrots, and this very compact farm should be able to get you most of your needs for trading, or if you want to make something like golden carrots as your food source. So let's get into the materials you're going to need to build this thing. So here's what we have for your materials. You've got around 3 stacks of glass of any kind, 9 light blocks of any kind, I'm using shroom light, around 2 stacks of blocks, a slab, and a water bucket, a hoe, a composter, 80 dirt blocks, and at least 80 carrots or potatoes or wheat seeds or beetroot seeds or whatever you want to fill this farm up with. Now, if you have a excess of, let's say, carrots, you can use it to sort of jumpstart the farm by giving them to the villager. But 80 is the least amount that you're going to need. And you also need 10 blocks of redstone torch, redstone dust, redstone repeater, hopper, redstone comparator, 2 chests, a villager from somewhere, either from a breeder or from a nearby village, a hopper minecart, a round 1.5 stacks of rails, and 11 powered rails. Alright, first step, what you're going to want to do is place 2 temporary blocks up right here, put a slab on top of it, break those blocks, go ahead and put a sort of 4x4 plus sign of dirt. So what I mean by that is 4 out this way, 4 out this way, 4 out this way, and 4 out this way. And then go ahead and put water on this slab, put a composter on top of that, and your light block on that. And then go ahead and fill in this square all the way with dirt blocks like so. Alright, next up, what we need to do is go ahead and place 1 block above and put a perimeter of glass around the outside of this. Go ahead and make the first layer 1 high, just like so. And then we're going to go ahead and put some of our light blocks on top here. So we're going to put light blocks in the corners, just like so, and light blocks on these sides right here in the middle here. So we can count 4 in, here, 4 in here, and here and here. And then we're just going to put more glass blocks. So we're going to put 1 on top of here, and we're just going to layer up 2 high, like so, all the way around. Now that that's done, our next step should be to till all of this land. And then we're going to plant our crops in here. And this is easiest. You can do it with any crop, really. But carrots and potatoes are going to be the simplest because, they don't have a seed item associated with them. But you can use whatever you want here. I'm just using carrots for the purpose of demonstration. We have all this done, and we can just plant in our carrots. Careful not to eat them. You want to plant them, right? And just cover the whole area here. Alright, so now that all of our carrots are in here, we can go ahead and put a villager in. You can make a staircase and then use rails to put them in from wherever you have them. Or you could use a boat if the villagers are high up enough and you can just push them in here. Whatever you think is best for your situation. I'm just going to use a spawn egg to demonstrate. So once you have them in, you can see he has his profession. And once these carrots grow up, he'll start farming them and filling his inventory. To accelerate the process, if you have extra carrots, what I recommend doing is just taking around 8 stacks or so, tossing them to him. That was 6, 7, 8. And you'll see he picks them up. And he should, I believe, not be able to pick up anymore. Yeah, he can't pick up that other stack. So his inventory's full, which is good because we want the carrots that he farms to sort of fall on the ground so we can collect them. Next up, all we're going to do is just throw a glass roof above this guy, just so no lightning can hit him. And he can't, nothing can get in there, he's perfectly safe. So just head all the way around and leave 2 blocks of space for him to sort of live in. Alright, so the next step is to put in our collection system, which can be a bit tricky, but I'm going to show you a relatively easy way to do it. So head to one of these sides here, and just go ahead and make sure you're underneath these dirt blocks. And we're going to sort of use a 9x11 rectangle. So since this is a 9x9 square, it's going to go out to this side, and out to this side, and then back, and so on. But what I would do is just put 11 blocks down, like I've done here. Replace the block on one end with a redstone block, and put a block above it like so. And this will be where a powered rail is going to go. And then all in the middle here, all we're going to do is put a redstone block, and we're going to use normal rails, and then for each of these redstone blocks, we're going to use a redstone rail, or powered rail rather, and we're just going to repeat this process all the way down 9 times, except for on this end now, we're just going to use normal rails. Just to show you what that looks like, we're going to want to make sure that the rails turn in, and that is not what we want, so you have to break that and sort of make sure that it turns in this way, which can be a little bit tricky at times. Sometimes what we have to do is break this other rail and make sure that it loops around like this. And you should see that, if it were to start here, the minecart would go down this way, loop back around, come out here, and we're just going to repeat this process with a redstone block in the middle of this sort of 11 wide area here. And make sure you loop this around 9 times. Alright, so when you're all finished, it should look something like this. So we have 11 on this side, 11 blocks, and 9 blocks on this side. And where all of the curves happen on the track here, they do not happen directly below the dirt blocks. And this is because that sometimes if a minecart with hopper, which is what we're going to be using here, turns directly underneath these blocks, it turns like too fast and it won't pick up all the drops. So this basically ensures that all the drops get picked up. And again, these powered rails on top of redstone blocks right in the middle. So there's 5 on each side here, and it just looks something like this. Now what we're going to go ahead and do on the side that doesn't have the powered rail over here is place down a chest, sort of diagonally, leaving a little space here, and placing down a hopper facing into that chest right in front of the rail, placing down a powered rail here, and then a block in front of the power rail just like so. And then what we're going to do is sort of set up a system where it can measure whether or not items are being pushed through. To do that, all we're going to do is put a comparator facing out of this hopper, a repeater facing out of that comparator, a block here, redstone dust on top of it, a block on the side of that, and then all we need to do is just put a redstone torch right here, and there we go. We can start our collection system just by placing our minecart with hopper here. And since we just constructed this, as you can see, the carrots haven't really had time to grow, but just to simulate this, let's say that reasonably we got like 8 carrots in the very short time that this minecart with hopper went through. So to do that, we're just going to put them in here, and we can see our collection system will work, because when it goes over, it waits until all of the items have been deposited, and then it runs off again, hits that, and it goes just like it should be, and we can see all 8 of the carrots went in here. Alrighty, well that's going to do it for today's tutorial. I hope you found it informative, and if you did, go ahead and leave a like on the video, and you can subscribe for more content just like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.